Hello and happy 1 year to pals. Yeah. You might be a little surprised to see these guys.
You might be like, not again, not again.
Are they a one-trick pony?
That's not what this is.
We could have brought these guys back way sooner, okay?
If we wanted to cash in on these puppies, you would have been back. Everyone's like, what are you?
What's happening? All your listeners, you're okay.
You're safe a little.
You're so okay.
We are the dummies, and
For a couple reasons.
For a couple reasons. And a lot of you might know the dummies because a lot of you met us through the dummies, which is a wild thing to know.
Yeah.
To know that somebody's first impression of us is this.
I had a job one time I showed up to, and the woman who was the manager looked at me and said, "Do you have a podcast?" It was around Halloween, and I was like, and guys, I'm not saying that to be like we got recognized. I'm saying that because at that specific time, it was like as Halloween was happening.
I think Cat Dog might have just released. So it's like, is that your first impression of me?
That's okay.
Somehow the realest and scariest version of us.
So we're that today because one, this is a celebration.
This
Give the
is a
people
birthday
what they
party.
want. Now, last week was birthdays, the theme.
We had been asked to do it, and we started laying out these episodes, and we said, there's no way we can cover the birthday theme and the birthday of pals.
But then we said, wait a minute.
Two-parter.
It's our decision.
We can do whatever we want. It's two-parter.
So welcome to Birthdays Part 2 in a sense, but last time was the theme. This time is the birthday party for pals.
I would say maybe rather than a part 2, think of it more like a sequel. So it's like pals, colon birthday.
Yeah.
Dare I say it, colon again, year 1.
Sorry, you're going to tell me that this is our show and we can't use as many colons as we want?
The first one was pals, colon birthday.
And they'll probably won't even be titled Birthday Part 2. It'll probably be titled like Happy Birthday, Pals.
So don't be like, wow, that wasn't the title.
Guys, we're working on it.
Happy 1 year.
But look, we're back like these guys. And we're also dressed like these guys. We have been dressed like these guys for 10 a.m., 7 now, 11, 12.
PM.
So like about hey, I'm scared to spit the number out that I thought of the number and I was like, that's the correct number. And then I got
27
so
hours.
scared. Yeah, we've been in this costume for 27 hours. We have been in this costume all day because this morning, we can't say too much.
Okay, but we'll tell you guys this.
We have a little bit of a secret.
Just a little bit of secret for the little bit of the pals community. And don't,
As a treat.
if you're a lawyer for the show, don't come from us. Don't come for us. We're so innocent. We're just meaning to get the hype up. We were on,
you might notice our name tags. We have
you
all
might
name
see
tags.
here that
And you
maybe-
might notice that these dummies look a little different. They look a little bit more dressed up,
They
if
got
you will.
zhuzhed up. They must have had a special day. Well, we did because about 2 weeks ago, we got contacted because we had submitted a form, and they said, hey, would you like to be a guest on Let's Make a Deal
with Wayne Brady. And we're not going to tell you what happened today.
You just need to know we went.
We were in a room with Wayne Brady. And if you think we look crazy right now, imagine that you're Wayne Brady and you're looking at an audience of people dressed up in fun costumes. And
you're seeing this
next to each other going,
guys, genuinely, I think we can say this. I don't think this is a spoiler. I think we actually did scare Wayne Brady a little bit.
There was,
and that was a bit of a humbling moment to be like, and I see where you're coming from, Mr. Brady.
And I get that.
Mr. Brady,
We are putting off so much energy directly at you, Mr. Brady, and that's on us.
Mr. Brady? Mr. Brady? We actually never intended to be scary.
Wait, that was a spoiler.
I don't know that it is it?
Huge content spoiler.
Okay, well, if it is, then you probably just heard a long beep because I accidentally said a spoiler.
We have
And
so we're keeping them.
you might be going, oh my gosh, that's so fun that you guys were on Let's Make a Deal. When does your episode come out?
Can we watch it?
So if you're going to be around, go ahead and check your calendars.
Around March.
So if you're thinking, well, wait, right now it's May.
Are we going backward? No.
No,
2026. So,
So
keep an eye out for that.
We are going to be cooking.
Mm-hmm.
You guys are going to be like, whoa, they look a whole year younger.
We were.
Television's amazing.
Wow. That's the magic of TV, baby. But we had a wild day.
And we said it is so wild that our recording day of Let's Make a Deal happened to fall on the day.
We had already decided we were going to celebrate and record for.
Oh, and we had said, oh, we're going to do a costume. Oh,
wait, what did we had said something.
Oh, well then I guess.
Whoa, wait a minute.
Guess bing, bang, boom.
I guess I see two birds right over there. And I
got right here one stone. And
if
you know
you're
what? I'm
two
feeling
birds,
pretty good about my odds.
Let me tell you this right now. If you're two birds anywhere, be afraid because I got a stone in my hand.
They're like, you guys have two stones. There's actually 4 birds, 2 for each of us.
That's how it goes. That's how it goes. So it's been a long day for us. Usually we do record, well, we've had a change up in when we record, but it's been a long day.
It's been a long day. And I don't want you to be like, oh, no, they're tired.
No.
We're feeling
I've
great.
actually never been more energized in my life, and that could be because of the Celsius and espresso I had this morning.
We're feeling shockingly good. And I will say, to the credit of the Let's Make a Deal staff, it was a fun day.
Lovely.
I didn't feel the pressure. I feel like we have gone to a few recordings of I've gone to one other game show, and we've gone to like live tapings of things. It's a little exhausting to be there. Mm-hmm. It's a lot.
I think a key factor, and this isn't a spoiler.
No.
We were allowed to have our water bottles like at our feet.
They honestly did a lot of just chill moves that really accommodated us. They were like, bring lunch. That rocked.
Hey,
it was awesome.
I appreciate you letting me know that.
Thank you, guys. Let's Make a Deal, team.
Thank you.
Thank you. It was a blast. The hype people got us hyped. Oh,
we're easy to whip up. We're easy to whip up.
When we know Wayne Brady's about to walk through the door, yeah, we're already, Mr. Brady. Mr. Brady. I think that's why he was scared.
That's why, yeah. I think he was a little concerned.
I would say less energy than what we were bringing. Although we did pretty quickly get told not to do bits. And I think we can say that. That's not a spoiler. We were informed by their producing staff to be like, hey, just in general, while you guys are here, just be yourselves.
Which actually is like,
beautiful.
I would say that the good thing is when we are authentically excited, some would think that we are doing a bit, and it actually is so sincere. However, the eyeliner situation, the cheeks, and everything else about us.
I think when I saw myself on the screen, I would have to remember, like we were really being the dummies for a lot of it.
Is that a spoiler?
I don't think so.
Guys, I'm so scared of legal.
I think we're allowed. I think it's fine. And thank God, because we did have a whole bit planned. I think we can say this. We were like, maybe we'll be real boys for the day.
We planned our friends' costumes around it.
Everyone can be a part of our journey of like Pinocchioing for a day.
Of being real boys for
we're
the
not
day.
The
and we were like,
day.
So when they asked us they ask everybody, like, what do you do for a living, XYZ? And we had said, well,
in like the interview going in,
we're like, well, what if before this day, we were puppets. However, today we are real boys.
And he was like, you know what? I think this cool part about the show is people just get to be like real.
Guys,
and they just get to be like themselves.
These people
heard on that, and they were like, "Because you're so special, guys."
Guys,
like,
they were
charming.
experts at de-escalation of some wackadoos.
Yeah, let me be clear.
Like in the best way. Let me be clear, in the very best way.
Oh, they've seen it all. These people are positively just keeping people within the funnel of behavior.
It was beautiful, really, to watch.
It really was. But that's not what we're here to talk about today.
That's how we got here. That's the context.
But
that was some context for you.
That's some context for you, and it's wonderful to get like a double celebration day.
Wow.
Having I was excited for today.
Yeah.
It was gonna be a fun day, and it has been a fun day.
And then right now, we're celebrating. We're celebrating 1 year of pals.
We are pally. Does that work?
Yeah. I got all my pals with me.
That's good.
That was good. That felt good. That last to me felt really good.
I think it felt good to know where we were going with that one. It was like the path is clear.
Yeah.
So, speaking of pals, this community,
you guys, it's a celebration of all of this. If you're here for the first time, if you're here and you've only dipped in a couple of times, however you got here, we're thrilled that you're here. And today's to celebrate.
Today's to celebrate.
And we've gotten to like do a lot of really fun stuff. So we're going to be reflecting.
Yeah.
And one of the like fun things that has happened like very recently has been getting to do some live stuff. One of which being, or 2 times now, Pals Night at the Good Night or
We've
karaoke
gotten
night.
Not just 1, but 2 karaoke nights under our belts
They
now.
invited us back. How crazy is that?
They were so kind, the Good Night staff. They are so generous to us, and they
So good to us. They really
rock our
encourage us in a
world.
way that's like,
whoa.
I don't know if you guys know how powerful encouraging us is.
A little
Um,
goes a long way with us. A pat on the back.
Yeah.
That's I'm good for the next 10 years.
You
on
throw me
confidence.
one bone, I'm
Thank
eating
you.
good
Thank you.
for a week, baby.
They're like,
Now-
you clearly are starving for attention.
We're like,
And I think that was clear today.
we've gotten to do Pals Night recently, and in that we have had the beautiful, like, one of the highlights for us has been fairly recent of meeting 2 IRL, like 2 pals that found us both at Halloween when we were dressed like this, which is kind of beautiful, huh?
Which is really special. But that's why we got to shout out this crew where it's like, we love whenever you came to be a pal.
Mhm.
Happy to have you.
One was our pal Derek at our live show.
Derek came through.
We talked about Derek,
And
and
then
it was just such a highlight. And then
but
the other one,
this one, we went up to these 2 adorable girls that
we're at Pals Night.
at the Good Night. And we're going around, we're explaining how the night works, we're chit-chatting.
We're trying to get people to sign up for duets.
That's
we got this whole
important.
pitch we're trying to do, but it's really loud in this place.
And there's a lot of bing, bang, boom to it. Now, Millicent and I have made our way almost fully around the room at this point. So we've had practice. We've got the routine down a little bit. We come up, we say hi, we engage with them a little bit,
do
we
you
get
want to
some
sing
names.
a duet?
And I hope this doesn't sound robotic. It just is a flow more than
Yeah.
anything.
It's also like we got to be efficient. I want to chat with everybody.
And we don't want to waste your time. We come in, we give the pitch. You want to sign up, blah, blah, blah.
We give our pitch though, and it is again we are like bending over these 2 girlies that we had seen, and we're like trying to yell over the music as
It's
somebody's
loud.
singing.
Karaoke bar.
And we do the whole pitch, and then
We ask her because she was like, my friend is not going to want to sing. We said, that's fine.
so fair. That's
And
okay.
then she goes, but I'll do the solo. Like, you sign up, you put your name in the raffle, and you could get randomly selected
yeah,
to sing with
and
a
we were
stranger.
like,
We went, amazing. We're already freaking out. Then she goes, I do have to be honest. I know you guys from the show.
we walked away instantly.
It took me a second to even process what
we
she
had
was
to.
talking about. I was so not thinking about this.
Yeah.
I was so in
I was
karaoke
thinking,
mode.
I was in local karaoke mode. You know what
Yeah,
I mean?
Which is a different wave. Like, so to be back, like, whoa,
Whoa.
we're on the internet, baby.
Oh my gosh,
and
pal?
now it's real,
pal.
pal. I didn't realize
Guys?
your transmission, pal. But now that you're here,
It was
we
honestly, it was really
freaked.
awesome. And
her name was Haley.
And
so
Haley rocked.
shout out Haley. She came to visit her friend who lived in LA. And when she came, and we've actually read some of Haley's letters on the pod.
yeah, which is insane. Wow. Just like, wow, what a dream come true. Literally.
We got home that night. Guys, well, first of all, Milson and I stayed up till 3 a.m. because we were watching a documentary.
And then we
got
wanted to
home,
sit in our lawn chairs in our backyard
and
for
we
about
just
an hour.
gazed up at the stars. We talked about
was
how awesome,
Awesome.
we had. What an awesome night.
It was awesome.
We truly were just like, wow,
How could we sleep in a life like this?
this world is still moving, and I want to experience every ounce of it. It
So
was a
that
great
was
night.
like the IRL thing was really incredible. And another thing that has been like really cool is also just like anytime that there's like any engagement online has been very fun because we were scrolling through our Instagram earlier and we'll go back to that. We were looking at the comment sections and every time that there'd be 2 comments, it was me commenting or Maddie commenting and responding to me.
This still happens, but this was like in our
Yeah.
way early days. So
Yeah,
it
this
was
still
funny.
happens kind of frequently, let's be clear.
And
However,
it was funny to click on these old videos from like a year ago and be like, what did 2 people comment?
oh, it's us.
It's us talking to each other.
Oh, it's us.
Still having a blast.
Still having a ball. Oh my goodness, and we were giggling and just
We were really
giggling and laughing. But any
we
of
thought
that,
we were too cute.
but we also had one pal. We had made a joke about somebody making a fan cam edit at one point, and we had one pal, Ella, who
Shout out Ella.
made a fan account, which was
And she's been
insane.
making some banger edits.
I sent one to my cousin, and my cousin was like, "Oh my gosh, like, did you make this?" And I was like, "No, somebody else did." And she was like, "That's insane." And I was like,
Let's
"No,
be clear, we have made edits for ourselves. It's fun.
you
Do
think-
it for your friends.
if
Guys,
you think we're not tearing it up on CapCut,
oh, if you think somebody's birthday's coming up and we're not
you're crazy.
putting
You're
a fan
insane.
cam, I would love to insert a fan cam here of us throughout. Well, you kind of have
I make
one.
I make
We
a
were
fan
talking
cam of
about-
you every year.
Yeah,
It
well, I made a
rocks.
fan cam of you for the
No,
last
no,
few.
we
Let's
both
be
were
clear.
making
Let's
fan
be clear,
cams
we're
of
making
each
fan cams,
other.
otherwise- But we I think were you gonna put the trailer? Can I put the trailer in here?
Yeah, we can put the trailer in.
Okay, so
It's a little outdated at this point now too, which is funny, but that's okay.
world premiere of our trailer. Here you go.
More than friends, less than lovers.
It's a wonderful day to be a pal, a wonderful day for a pal.
Pal, are you there? Over.
Hey, could everybody please sit down, quiet down?
Hey, pal, I'm there. What's the situation going?
Got some serious stuff to talk about. Can you guys actually keep it down a little bit?
Would you be mine?
Could you be mine?
Oh. Hello.
Pal, we haven't seen anybody in days. Hey there, pals.
Hi there, pal.
Won't you be?
Hey there, pals.
Hey there, pals.
Where are we? Serious question. If you saw us,
Don't look.
You gotta know when to hold 'em.
would you think
Get your head in the game. No.
My pal.
they're fighting the vibe?
Right in the vibe. Da, 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 da. Let's say it at the same time.
Okay. You hear a bump in the night.
That's us.
us bumping it.
That's us. Or would you say babies are kind of the Wanderers?
Wait a minute.
Hang on.
Wait, that's not.
What the heck? Oh, they're going with the flow. Hello.
I love that,
We're in it.
and that. Where are you from?
Hey there, pals. Welcome. This is breaking us. Welcome back.
Was that crazy?
How are you
Did
feeling?
you guys have fun?
Different.
Canva crashed more times than you could possibly imagine. One, because I was trying to do it on my phone at one point, which was insane.
You guys can't imagine the work she's putting in with her pointer finger.
You think I'm
on this
texting her on
phone.
social media? Baby, I'm on Canva. I'm tearing it up.
She's resizing things. She's reframing, copy, paste. Boom, boom, boom. It's crazy. She's making video edits. Things Canva should never be doing, let alone on an iPhone 13.
But those are just some highlights from community in general, and it's honestly an honor to even see any interactions happening in the comment sections. Like anything that, to be even in the smallest, silliest way, like the reason that two people across the world just connected for just a little moment. I just think that's like a huge honor, and we both do, and it means a lot to us.
It is such a truly getting to hear from you guys being like, either one, just taking the time to shout out your own pal, because I know that feels good for you. And but to know that some of you might have been emboldened to even just talk to a stranger for 1 second,
That rocks.
rock on.
That rocks.
Keep doing that.
So up next, we're gonna do a little bit of this.
Whoa! Wow! Look at that!
You guys gotta look back here.
They got some cool stuff.
Look back where?
You find out after this.
Welcome back.
Sorry. Is it feeling scary? I know.
You know how Hayley Williams has said before that she's shown that X-ray of her neck and it's really messed up from all the headbanging. For a second, I saw a flash of us in the future having to go to the doctor and get an X-ray and be like, "Sorry, so we do this dummy thing."
So we've been for actually about 20 years now. We've been doing this character. These are like these dummies, I guess. And the thing is, the way that they move, I can see how the way that they move their necks
Could cause that kind of a problem. Like they'll slap up an X-ray and just look at me and go, "What is going on here?" And I'll go, "I've been swiveling my neck side to side really fast, like a puppet, like a dummy, like a marionette puppet, and that might be the damage that you're seeing."
the word disc and misplaced is going to be used a lot together for us. A lot. Welcome back.
Welcome
Happy
back.
Happy birthday to us.
To pals.
To pals. That's
you.
you too.
Guys, it's all of our birthdays. Isn't that so fun?
Paliversary.
We'll work on that one.
Because it's
By
tough,
next,
because it's like, is it our anniversary? Is it our birthday? I feel birthday has more of the nature I want.
I think birthday because that's the mindset we're in right now. We're in
the birthday. Because again, it's the pals : birthday :
And remember, we did say pals is a Taurus.
1 year.
So
Show. So looking back,
that's what we're doing.
we wanted to just thank some of the people that were involved in the show this year, because we couldn't have done this alone.
Yeah.
And
you might think and hear us complain nonstop about how it is just us alone, but the truth is,
a garage don't put pink walls up by itself. 2 dummies. How many dummies does it take to put up a pink wall?
Here's a hammer. Bleh, I dropped it already.
It takes 1 papa.
I think I need some help in my joints on my wrist. I probably do. I don't know.
That's right, and it's coming from a real place. These characters, they
And
might seem silly,
that's-
but they're coming from a real place.
That's what's compelling about it.
That's what's really interesting. You're like, well, they're silly, goofy. No,
You're
they're
like,
deep.
something draws me in. Oh,
It's actually deep. So thank you to Papa for building this set. She built this set, this garage,
this
set.
Palaxy.
Whoa.
I don't know if she built the Palaxy. No
The
offense.
carpenter of the Palaxy.
Yeah,
that's a
that's a
big. And honestly,
big-
and we're saying I don't even want to put that weight on
It's
her.
like
That's
putting
too
the
much.
weight of the world. That's
But
Atlas
one
Shrugged.
studio was great.
Yeah.
But then the other person we wanted to thank, who works 28 hours a day.
It's nonstop, no PTO. I mean, I
She does
would
it
say,
for free, folks.
you guys, and you might be being like, oh my goodness, we need to report this, whatever. Like, no, she loves it.
She's loving it, you guys.
She's having so much fun. And that is our intern,
That's
Lucy.
Again, guys, remember, she's getting class credit.
Do you guys remember Lucy?
So, Lucy, we asked if she would do another little magic trick for us.
Mm-hmm. If you need a refresher on Lucy, Lucy is a multi-talented, incredible person. And we have asked her to do something that she doesn't know how to do. And in that, we get to all watch her learn.
I think you and I have learned how much of a learner Lucy is.
Mm-hmm.
Lucy the learner.
Mm-hmm. That's what we
And-
like to call her.
We like to make her learn new things, like how to take care of an olive tree.
Yeah.
We gifted her an olive tree, and we said, "You're a mother
Have
now.
fun. Good luck.
Good luck. She needs new soil and
You might be thinking,
sunlight
you
all
sound
day."
psychotic. This sounds like an abusive relationship. Don't worry about it.
She's getting class credit. So, without further ado, this is what Lucy learned for you. Oh,
Whoa.
whoa! Hit it, Lucy.
Hey there, pals. It's me, Lucy, your local neighborhood pals intern, back with another installment of Magic. Now, despite what the very official magician's coat may say about me, the Magic Castle has not responded to any of my emails, calls, texts, or DMs, and therefore I have not been issued an official magician's hat yet. But we don't need it for this next trick. No, sirree. In honor of the pal's 1-year anniversary, I'm going to make a pal appear out of this regular paper bag. I know what you're thinking. Normally, rabbits live inside magician's hats, but this is what we're working with. So, I'm going to move this regular old empty paper bag around, and when I say the magic words, maybe, just maybe, there'll be a pal inside. Ready? Ooh, abracapalra. There you go. Supposed to be there's supposed to be a rabbit inside here. I don't know where the rabbit went. Peter's gonna kill me. Oh my god. Guys!
All right.
Whoa! You know, I mean, wowie.
What a trick!
What an improvement, am I right? From last time to now, I'll tell you this, in a year of us being around, she has really just climbed that ladder.
Really been working on that craft.
Yeah.
So, Lucy, congrats on your new skill.
And thank you for building pals with us.
Thank you.
Thank
Now-
you for, yep.
There's one more person we need to thank, which is maybe the hardest working person on this whole crew. I'll be honest.
The
I'm
one
sorry, I
that
didn't think I
is-
was gonna get choked up.
No, it's okay. Because they've sacrificed so much and they have done
And
it.
again, I don't want people to think that we're hurting him, but we're not. He loves it.
And like that's what like I think is the hardest part about this is that people always assume like he sounds like he's in pain. He doesn't
He's
sound
not.
like he likes this.
It's
And
not
we're like, you don't get it. It's like
He
the
loves
labor
it,
of
but it's
love
like
is
in-
what it is. That's like the amazing part of it.
And I don't want you guys to be like, well, you're taking advantage. This is what he does.
And that person, this person that we need to thank is male. Male-
Come on, male. Let's
come on,
he's
male.
Shy. He's shy sometimes.
Male
He
saw
doesn't like to be
Lucy.
called out.
You thought we were gonna have oh, you got a little dust on the bottom of your male.
It's okay. We got him.
Don't
Hey.
guys. We don't bring him on very often. You have to be
mind-
cool. When he
he's
has
chillin'.
lint hanging off his bum, You don't have to say anything about it.
Just let us handle it.
So this is mail. Mail consumes and then holds and then produces the mail that you send us at heytherepals.com. And
he loves it.
every email you send is eaten, digested, and then spit back up by this guy right here.
It's energy to him.
Mm-hmm.
And then when we take it out, he actually gets more energy emotionally from that because he loves to give.
He loves it.
So we just want to shout out Mail and say, please write into heytherepals.com, okay? And fill him up.
Always is needing food. What? Hold on.
Whoa.
Oh, he said he's got something.
Oh, here, I'll hold.
Oh my goodness, Mail, may I?
May? Okay. And again, the sound, he's fine. It's fine. He's okay.
It's a piece of paper, Mail.
Thank you, Mail.
Thank you so much, Mail.
Here, I'll let you
Let's
hang
see.
out. You did good, buddy. You did real good.
Mail.
Mail. Guys, now Mail actually,
Wow.
one thing you need to know about Mail and his inner workings is that he actually has kind of it's not a venom, but it's almost like an ink that he can kind of print himself.
If you've heard of thermal printers,
Similar.
think of his body heat and the venom that he produces. Again, not venom in a poisonous sense, venom in a be cool about it kind of way.
It's actually really cool how
And
he
he
chooses
can
to use it.
Essentially use it to thermal print and send us messages, and he does. But
It's mostly images, I'll say. He's not writing words.
he doesn't love that. But he's also an incredible photographer.
Yeah.
That's what a lot of people don't know.
His photography work, you guys should see.
He took these
awesome.
pictures. He must have taken these pictures of our very first ever recording in this set.
Look at
how young and barren this set is.
wow.
Look at how we are both still yapping, mouths wide open.
And you might be like, we've never seen that. That's because we never posted that.
We never
Well,
posted that.
We posted the audio. We didn't post the video.
The video would have been a lot to create due to the nature of the first episode. And if you have not ever listened to the first episode of Pals, you can only listen.
This whole show's been baby steps.
It's been baby steps, and
And
we're
we're
learning every step of the way.
learning.
I will say, though, when Maddie edited that first episode, because it's unexpected, what she did was
The Groovy for Gratitude one?
masterful. No, the very first episode.
Oh.
Just when you edited together all the audio.
Oh, I see. Yeah, because okay, so if you haven't listened to the first episode, it's we recorded it and then we need to do better. And so we recorded a commentary on the first episode and released that instead of the actual first episode. So it's just clips of the first episode with us commentating on it.
Yeah.
It's a lot. That's why we didn't release it visually, you can tell.
It was a lot. And but yeah, that's the origin of it. But that was the day we filmed this. So
Thanks, Mail.
thank you, Mail. That's so sweet
Mail.
of you.
Now oh my God. Oh,
What?
sorry, I read the time wrong.
We're okay, guys.
So listen, we realized when we were looking back on our year that obviously we've kind of already talked about how we're being the dummies because that was how a lot of you met us, but a lot of you met us just during Halloween in general. And when Halloween was happening, a lot was happening in our lives. So every time we'd get up with a costume, we'd just kind of talk about all the stuff that was happening in our lives. And we didn't really want to ruin the magic. I'll say that. Like, we didn't really want you to see how the sausage got made till a little later.
Yeah, we just kind of wanted to get that sausage on the platter.
We just get the platter out. Don't worry about editing like footage of how the sausage was getting mushed up. Just send out the sausage. That's
So
all
we
I
weren't
want right now.
talking about it in real time, and we realized we kind of like didn't ever. In a sense, well, I think
I
we
think
did.
maybe occasionally we have like mentioned some stuff. So
Yeah.
sorry if we've talked about Halloween before, but we're gonna talk a little bit about the behind the scenes of Halloween.
Because get this, we're actually halfway to
Halloween is that? I can smell
Yeah.
the pumpkin already.
No, it's such a thrill to be this much closer to Halloween than I was.
And being in a studio today where everybody is in a costume. Wowie wowie.
Oh, you're telling us to mingle with these other people?
Oh, you're saying the next 30 minutes are social time? Oh, you're watching to see how social time goes? Because you want us all to feel like family? Because you want us all to
Say no
cheer
more.
when someone gets called up? Okay,
Say no more.
this is my family.
Those people are my family now.
This is my blood.
Didn't somebody say they loved us at one point?
The
and we were
woman
like,
who was
"Whoa."
like the hype, the like audience person. She was like, "All right, I love you guys. Have a great time
We
out
were
there."
like,
We were like, "You love
Whoa.
us."
Oh my goodness.
Wow.
I
I
can't
guess-
digest that.
I guess we have gotten to that point.
I mean, yeah.
I
feel good in
I
this
love
place.
you too.
Wow.
We love you. It feels weird to say that, but
I love you.
I love you. You see why Mr. Boydie was a little scared?
Allegedly.
Allegedly. Looked a little scared. So,
Halloween.
we did a lot.
We did a lot. And we're just going to, I think if anything in our looking back, this is a very key one to look back at. Just because of, again, the way that it brought in the audience we have. And
I think it also really pushed us. Like, you and I were, up till that point, it had been, like, fairly chill. We were learning a lot week to week, but it had been fairly chill.
yeah, we had like kind of even mapped out what our episodes themes would be ahead of time. And like Halloween was as well. We had mapped it out. But doing it back to back like that at that, like trying to do like the costumes and everything, it really was like,
It was a lot.
and
it
we
was
wanted it to be super special. And
And we're already busy in October, just enjoying
Guys-
October. And so having to plan a costume a week, it stretched us in a good way, I think. In a way that I think has made everything else since feel fairly easy.
yeah, that's true. And editing that Halloween special almost killed you. So, and not in a like, I just mean like she killed it, but also I think it took a part of her.
Guys, it was crazy.
It was insane.
I was so numb from sitting on that bench at our coffee corner for
We were
maybe
doing
16, 20 hours
We were doing ADR for the first time.
at like, I would say 10 p.m. when it was supposed to be released at 9. Yeah. But listen, again, all of that, I love to look back on and be
No,
like,
truly.
wow, we did that.
Because we did rest. We rested afterwards. We had
Oh,
set that aside, and
and
we really were
also-
good about it. And that's why we were able to, I think, run so well. Is that we were
Uh-huh.
like after, like, also we love Halloween and we
were
love
having-
costumes. It was a ball.
We were having a great time. We were enjoying ourselves as we were going throughout this process, but it was hustle.
It was a lot.
It was doing all the things we love at a quick rate.
Mm-hmm.
And we did spend, I would say one of the first things we recorded was, a lot of you also know us from the moles, because we did
That
Dress
was
Like
our first-
Whack-A-Moles.
That was our first video that did like well, and that was really exciting.
That was great.
And
And so you guys said just seemed to like when we dress up like little freaks.
so we brought the moles back, and that was like the first thing we filmed for
Was the-
Halloween, which was fun.
The mole, what was it called? Like the mole.
The whack-a-mole hole, scary hole,
holes,
cursed
the
holes with
cursed
the
hole,
whack-a-moles.
spooky hole.
Go back and watch the Halloween special if you haven't.
Yeah, the moles come back and they get chased around in a haunted hole. And that's what it was, haunted hole.
Right. Yeah.
And
Yeah.
so that was a good one, but we did stay up late to record that because we needed the sun to be down and we needed Papa's help, we needed Bree's help, we needed our dear friend Sydney's help. It was
It was a whole
all
operation.
hands on deck. And let me say, shout out to Bree and Sydney because they were joyful hands.
Yeah.
They really could have been complaining. They both had worked that day.
The full day, and
and
we
then they
got
came
home.
and we went, so do you
We're
think
in our mole rat costumes.
maybe you could be an evil gardener for about 2 hours and you
You
could
could
be
just-
a camera?
You could just like
please?
chase us with that axe you have in the garage if you wanna. I mean,
And
like you totally don't have to.
It was
but-
fun. We
it was
had
very
that
fun.
was the thing. Like I think we all were having fun getting also like Bree does this for a living.
Mm-hmm.
Like she thrives working on a set at night.
And she crushes it in front of the camera too. Don't
She-
think for a second she doesn't.
While she's rocking it behind the scenes, yeah, in front of a camera, she's a star. That
So we
was
got to
one of
do
our
that.
joyful
That
memories.
was one of our joyful memories. Also, there was the cat dog situation when we did Dress Like Cat Dog. I think that is the one that is like the strangest to look back on and to be like, wow. I
And that
cannot
was-
believe we did that. We don't know how we're gonna top that one.
To give you context too of how we were filming this, if we're breaking this down, nobody asked.
Yeah, no,
The-
nobody wanted this commentary 6 months later. Sorry, guys.
It's halfway to
We're talking about
Halloween.
October.
But the Halloween special was chunks, was kind of sketches from each of the characters we had done. We didn't get redressed up as those characters. We just filmed it at the same time as we filmed each of those weeks. You might have probably assumed that. But the cat dog one, we had not filmed the episode yet. And cat dog was a character that we were a little like, do we be the cat dog? Do we be Maddie and Millicent? Like, what's the vibe? And we had to watch Cat Dog because neither of us really like remember the personalities of Cat Dog. It was confusing.
It was a whole thing.
And so when we filmed the Halloween special part first, I think we really were like, what are these
Who
dogs
are
and
these
cats
and
doing?
dogs.
Do
'Cause
they
we had
have
never
a
been in the
voice?
costume. We had never, and then
And then we're sitting on a bar stool
so uncomfortably
with a
just-
TV stand under us.
And if you've never worn a morph suit, okay, just a morph suit, not like stuff over the morph suit. If you've never just been like,
You never raw dogged a yellow morph suit.
it is something that will test your limits of self-perception.
And then when you look like you're sewn to another being, that does something to you.
Oh.
That takes you somewhere.
That does something to you.
Emotionally,
We said at one point that like it was breaking us, and it was in a very real way. I think that if we had those costumes on for any longer than we had to, yeah.
So I do think if I may look back on that episode and say what I like about it, I do think it kind of pushed us to a limit that made us get real vulnerable on camera, because when we filmed again the podcast episode, we had already been in these costumes for about an hour and a half, maybe 2 hours,
And had not enjoyed
and it was hot, and it was late at night because we had just gotten home from being in San Diego with my family.
Oh my goodness.
It was a lot. So when we said we were breaking,
Also,
that was real.
our house during the month of October,
Forget about it.
guys.
Forget about it.
Don't worry about it. Oh, there are more things strewn about.
What's this? What's this? That's people come in and I think they don't ask.
Yeah. At a certain point, don't talk about the pile outside of my door. I know, and I'm working on it at all times.
It's a den in our home. Things are being
Yeah. When
strewn
costumes are
around.
about, like, it really is a lot of running around.
It's a madhouse.
But we've done costumes throughout, though. Like, I think like one of my personal favorites is the clown costume.
The clown costume also really unleashed a beast.
Yeah.
Was
We
that
were wearing these pants.
was that pre-Halloween?
Yes.
Whoa.
Because, and guys, I want you to know that we have had multiple discussions and multiple times that we've had to be like, we can't keep doing costumes. We don't have the budget.
I mean, I think that should lead us to reading these.
Wow, guys, that segued us right in. We were really chit-chatting.
Take us away,
We're having way
brother.
too much fun. Guys, here's the thing. If you've ever noticed, we have these notebooks. Maddie did her research and found the highest rated notebooks.
Yeah, I think I just had ordered like a 6-pack of fun, colorful notebooks.
These
and
were
said,
our
"Perfect."
first notebooks, and we like finished them like at the same time, which was
Yeah,
impressive. Not trying to do
really
that.
Beautiful. It says pals. Mine's yellow. Millicent's is purple.
And also, like, my handwriting in this one, I was way more careful while writing in it. It felt sacred.
We've gotten a little more
Yeah.
crazy with it. But one of the things we did when we were first coming up with pals, this is before we had recorded anything, we were in the early stages, is we had no real timeline of when we needed to get this done, but we wanted to get going on it. So we said, let's dream a little.
We went out to a coffee shop that has since been closed.
Whoops.
Showed up one day, closed. Okay.
Closed the day before, permanently.
Missed
We
it,
went-
I guess. Could you update that Yelp and Google
I know
and
it
all
was
that?
only a
Could
day,
you Yelp
but-
update that for me? So anyways, we sat at this coffee shop and we brainstormed, and we would set a timer and write down just different ideas that we had or just different thoughts about the vibe in general. And so we read it the other night, and we're just going to read off
some things that we
couple.
have happened, and also some things that we were like, oh, that's fun. We
Yeah.
should revisit that idea. Now, we could dream big or small in this. This brainstorm was sky's the limit. Where do you want pals to go? What do you see for pals now? So the first one I wrote down was 2 signature chairs. Check.
You're looking at them, baby.
Check. So this next one, second thing I ever wrote was sometimes open with a song.
Sometimes.
Sometimes. We haven't like all the time.
We didn't do it today, actually, so.
No, but we
We
had
said,
something
but the dream said sometimes. The brainstorm said sometimes.
sometimes. All we need is sometimes. So I think we made that happen. And then be ever changing with a consistent thread. Now I highlighted this one because I feel like we've done that, but also it took Millicent and I so long last night to figure out what I had wrote because it looks like I wrote beaver changing, and we kept going beaver.
We were really pondering it.
Beaver. Maybe it's beaver. No, it's 2 words. Be ever changing
Beaver
with a
change.
consistent thread.
Wow. Poetic, huh? I bet you've been thinking.
Beautiful.
I bet honestly, by the time you watched like a second episode of ours, you're like, "Wow, this is
Whoa.
ever changing with a consistent thread."
Finally,
Finally, a podcast
finally
that's
some content
finally-
that's ever changing with a consistent thread.
So, was that all of your first?
That's not all, but we'll bounce back and forth.
Yeah, we can bounce back and forth.
Ricky,
I'm
to
also
you?
like one of mine that I had written down was reoccurring bits with quote side characters, aka friends, and we have Lucy doing that. But it's funny because when we were brainstorming this, we hadn't yet met Lucy, which is funny.
Whoa.
Yeah.
And we do have plans to do it more.
Mm-hmm.
So trust that we're working on that.
One of the ones that I think we had both written down challenge, but then you had written,
I wrote Palenge.
and then in my second one I had written challenge.
On here I wrote Pals Challenge or Palenge of the Week. This is where it started, folks. On
This is the
4/12/24. But one of the things that I had written was feels like a fever dream. Check.
Boom. Bing, bang, bop, boom, bing, bop, bam.
You got it.
I'm trying to, honestly, if I didn't do my due diligence with actually highlighting, and
Let's
we'd
see.
written down a
Well,
lot.
and honestly, you and I were powering through mine.
We had also done a
um,
topic brainstorm. Okay.
Whoa.
You guys,
Whoa.
you might be thinking this feels disjointed, this feels whatever. Here's the thing.
Here's the thing.
There's something that we need to do.
Okay.
And guys, listen, see it for what it is
Yeah.
and understand.
And honestly, this is gonna just stick with us for a minute, okay?
Okay?
Understand that we have good intention.
We're good people.
Hi.
Hey.
Are you?
Wait a minute.
Hang on. I think. Sorry. Are you Tim,
Tim Robinson?
Are you Tim Robinson?
Are you Tim Robinson?
Are you?
And if you're not, you can stick around.
Maybe hear and maybe be like, "Hey Tim, they're
So-
talking to you."
If you are, and I'm talking to you as in not Tim Robinson right now, but stick around if you are him. I was just going
You're
to say,
not talking to Tim. You're making Tim wait.
well, no, you're so right. That's so rude.
I think we gotta talk to Tim. We got him here. We just asked him here.
It was so rude.
I mean, I guess tell the group. Sorry, Tim. Sorry, tell the group. Tell the group.
No, I know. I completely lost my train of thought.
Oh no, okay.
We got to hold on.
Tim. Awesome movie.
Awesome movie. The new movie Friendship.
So good.
We love it.
I will say, as a compliment, there was one part that was so uncomfortable to me socially that I felt ill. I felt physically ill in my tummy, and I went, whoa.
That's art.
To elicit that feeling,
We went to an early screening. We
Had
were
a blast.
really excited. We were chuckling. We were laughing. So here's the thing, Tim. If you're just getting here, odds are you haven't watched the whole episode to get to this point. If you have, wait.
thank you.
So sorry.
Break. Okay, we got our heads in the game. Here's what's going on.
We were a little bit frazzled.
Tim, hi. You got a new movie out called Friendship.
And we loved it. We went to an early screening. We loved it.
You said in the movie, and I quote, the future is full of pals.
You
Well-
also said pals a couple other times. I don't know if I gotta tell you, but we actually we
You kind of summoned us.
you did that.
You
So-
spoke our name. We're here.
We're here. We love you.
And the movie, it just really encapsulates what we love, which is friendship.
And a desperation to connect.
A desperate cry into the night to
Just
make a
a
connection
shriek
with
and a
any
howl.
other human being.
So here's what we're saying, Tim. This is our 1-year birthday of our podcast.
And we're pretty jazzed about it. And we said, well, he's got a movie coming out.
He's doing press right now.
He-
He's doing interviews and stuff, right? And I know I
think
wouldn't it be awesome to give just like two pals
to like give back, like as pals, like we just want to thank you for what you did
the friendship content you are cranking out even before this movie.
with Detroiters alone. I mean, can we just say I think what we're trying to say here, Tim, is we know a place,
We know a place. We're nearby.
and we think that we're LA locals. We think that we'd like to treat you to a nice pals evening.
Just to chat with you about friendship in general. And get this, we don't even gotta film it. We don't gotta do nothing.
No
We'll
cameras,
chat. We'll
no
do an
wires.
old-fashioned written article. We'll do that.
Yeah.
Typically, we're a podcast. We'll just write.
No, we're not recording anything.
No. I'm not saying, whoa, it's like fully lost. We can't even journal about it.
I think it's just that's what I'm saying. I think it's us and him.
Tim, I can't promise that I won't journal.
No.
My personal
our
journal.
personal journals are fine, Tim. Right?
Yeah.
You mind if we journal about the experience
Anyways,
later? We won't be worried about it.
We don't want to keep you any much longer.
Just
Think
give us a
about
ring.
it and consider that we don't always look like this.
Go to at won't you be my pal?
Email us.
Go to heytherepal.com. Say it's me. We'll say
DM.
whoa.
We'll free.
Let us know because we are so serious.
If you want to make 2 Freaks Day, and I know that you have that power.
I
in
know this
so
seems
many ways,
so
and I know
scary.
I get how it sounds, and you're watching us, and you're like, ew,
and you're
oh
looking
God,
at all the
that's
clips and
literally
probably like these are freaks.
These are they're
I'm not
just
gonna hang out
like
with freaks.
fully.
Please, like we
Please
can be like here. Let's show them. That's awesome.
Wait, so how did you guys originally meet?
That's crazy.
And if you're like, that's creepy too, that you guys just did that.
Just imagine we aren't in these outfits. We're looking cool and normal and fine. He's got cool style. We can have cool style. Tim,
Yeah, here's the yeah.
we'll leave you with this.
It's
Thank you.
Thank you.
And we'd love to pal out with you.
We would love to pal out.
Love to give you a one-day ticket to the Palaxy.
We'll bring cigars. I've never done a Jaeger bomb in my life. I'll do a Jaeger bomb.
Could be the night.
This could be it. Anyways, we'll let you go.
Thank you.
Hey, we'll let you go.
Thank you.
Now,
And I think when we come back
I think when we come back, we're going to tie a gorgeous little ribbon.
on just what this year has meant to us and where we. Whoa, is this the end? Should we be sad because it's over? You should smile.
Because we're looking ahead.
Wow.
Wowie, wowie, wowie.
This has been the year of pals.
And hasn't that been amazing?
And whoa, hang on.
Whoa.
Sorry, I just checked my calendar and it says that this year coming up is also the year of pals.
Oh, wait. Oh my goodness,
Whoa.
wait. I'm flipping through. Dude.
Whoa.
Dude,
whoa.
I'm looking at all my calendars.
Yeah. Sorry, we kind of have our calendars in here, like
Every
like a
single
chip on our-
calendar.
Whoa.
Every
Whoa.
single calendar says Year of Pals. This is crazy.
Whoa, guys,
Whoa.
we're legit in the year like 3075 right now, and it still says year of pals.
Jonas Brothers, call us. You can make another song. Wouldn't that be fun to have another year 3000, but it's all about pals?
Wouldn't that be fun?
Would you
Mr.
enjoy
Jonas?
that?
Mr. Jonas?
You want to make a song?
Red pants. That was about Millicent. We make parody music. It's like Weird Al, but we only change like one word.
Slippers. Red pants. Red pants. Okay.
So, wow, what a year it has been, but I'm not just excited to celebrate this year that has been. I'm looking forward to the year that's coming.
Some would say I'm looking ahead. Some would say I got eyes all the way around my head. Some would say I'm like an owl.
Whoa.
Barn owl right here.
Whoa.
Looking everywhere.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Do you think maybe that's like wow?
Do you think that one's my animal? A
It
barn
might
owl? I gotta
be.
think on that, guys. No formal announcement yet. That's not.
Interesting. Okay,
Yeah.
so we you'll see what that is. in a minute.
is and why we don't
Maria
want to
got
put
it.
near it.
We got a dog. So
Sorry.
hopes and dreams for the
What
year.
are our hopes and dreams?
Whoa.
Guys, truly it feels like so many of our dreams continue to come true because our hopes and dreams are rooted in like
every single step of this I feel like has felt like a hope and a dream coming true, to be honest. But I think when we think about where we are a year in and like where we hope to go, I think we're into step 2 now, which is maybe some of you have been watching us for a while,
we've laid it out.
and maybe some of you already have started taking action. But if you haven't, start seeking community or making community in your own space.
And it only has to start with one person. That's like the
That's
biggest
all
thing.
it takes.
It just takes one person and like being willing to step out of
Yeah.
there. And I feel like for both ourselves and you, our hopes and dreams for the future are like more positive stranger interactions as well
Yeah.
happening.
And also
like-
just I think opening yourself to the possibility that like that is a stranger, but like we need community in this time. We need each other, and I know it might take effort to reach out to other people. Like it's not comfortable a lot of times. A lot of times it's pretty uncomfortable, and you're taking a lot of L's in the friend game.
And be intentional about it too, though. As you're doing it, be intentional about it. You know, don't be weird. But
Don't
like,
be weird.
start considering how can I start fostering more of a community in the world around me in my day-to-day life.
Because you're gonna appreciate it.
Yeah, if it's introducing yourself to a neighbor that you haven't introduced yourself to, if it's
Just do it.
just somebody,
Just try it. And again, I'm saying just do it because it's like just don't think too much about it.
yeah.
Just let it roll off. Let it be natural.
Yeah, our like long-term dream for this really. Sorry, there's a gnat in the middle of our hopes and dreams. Wow.
No, he wanted to say.
Yeah, he was probably really excited. He probably said congrats.
Congrats.
I just couldn't hear it.
Thanks. Thanks,
that's a
Nat,
lesson.
for stopping in. Hopes and dreams.
Our hopes and dreams can be boiled down to we want to see more and more communities.
We love when you guys let us know that you're enjoying your pals.
And
That's what makes us happy.
and with that said, I don't know, maybe for like the pal's birthday present, you guys could like for the challenge this week, like if you just like gave us a little gift.
And by the gift, we mean just like kind of taking a second to go to heytherepals.com and write in just like something you like about your pal, or a fun story about your pal, or the color of your pal's eyes. If you know it, just fire it off.
Just fire it off. Hit us with that. That's your challenge for the week. And
Whoa.
there is
Whoa, you guys are probably being like, whoa, you went through a whole game show today and you didn't get inspired to give?
To give anything or to like
Or to like, I guess
do a little. Well, we're not really.
really giving. Sorry.
Okay,
All
guys.
right, we want to rewind that.
We're talking about hopes and dreams, right? One of our hopes and dreams plans and initiatives that we took was Pocket Pals. If you'll recall, we
Do you
announced
remember the
Pocket Pals
We announced them quite a bit ago.
quite a bit ago, really.
Quite a while ago. And we got
Um,
you really excited about them. We said, they're done. They're
Yeah,
ready.
and it's what the Pocket Pals are. If you were not here when we first talked about the Pocket Pals, is a one of a kind collection of little guys made by us.
I learned this today.
Made by us, and they're available for adoption.
It's
And-
time. It took, honestly, here's the delay, because I know you guys are probably like, we saw them forever ago. You posted it takes them a minute to acclimate them
Mm-hmm.
to like this space and make them kind of be like, oh, getting ready for their new homes, to be honest.
They have to be in the right headspace, and they are all ready now. And we didn't want to start sending them out, when they were not all ready to
No.
be in that place. So they are all telepathically linked. So you might think like, oh, I don't want to adopt one from the herd, and then
I
they're
don't
all-
want to take them away.
No,
They
they're
don't
telepathically linked.
communicate like that. Like to them, physical interaction is really actually not even the primary social way of connecting. And they're just different like that. They love to be in your home,
Mm-hmm. And you might be
not
thinking,
in your pocket.
not in your pocket. Don't put them in your pocket, guys. Seriously, they're not meant
I
to go
know
in
the
pockets.
name, Pocket Pals.
That's purely for size reference. It could fit in your pocket, but it should not go in your
Don't.
pocket. All that to say, the Pocket Pals are hereby released. And if you're listening and you're like, wait a minute, are they released like right now when you're posting this? I would highly recommend that you follow us on Instagram.
yeah.
That is by far
And that-
the best place to know.
Not trying to be clickbaity with that.
Not try-
That's
actually not trying to be-
genuinely, like, not actually sure where we're gonna be in a week. But they should probably. They're probably gonna be up.
Yeah, we'll probably put something on TikTok, but like truly, you're going to want to, like, if you want to be there, because again, it is one of a kind. I think there's 22 of them.
Yeah.
Maybe. And some of them you buy in a duo, some of them you buy one by one. You got to go on there. You can read a little bit about them.
You gotta learn about them, get acquainted with them, what
But-
they like, their hobbies.
When they're gone, they're gone. You know what I mean? So just if you want to be on top of that, follow us on Instagram. We will make sure to let you know,
We'll
because
do a countdown.
by the time you listen to this, though, it is out.
They're out.
That's what we're saying.
So, guys, happy 1 year. Well, now, hang on.
Wait a minute.
We can't go. We haven't blown out our birthday candle.
Our podcast hasn't even gotten its birthday cake.
We all last week for the birthday theme. We said, well, you gotta have a birthday.
Yeah, and then
Gotta
we
have a
had
birthday
we had
candle, birthday cake.
actually like a pie last week. So
We
we
had a
technically
pie.
haven't even had a birthday. Well, it was
Whoa.
called a birthday pie.
It was called a birthday pie. Do we want to just light this bad boy up?
Yeah, so this cake was made by Maddie.
Well,
You made the cake and we both
collectively
decorated it together.
Yeah, it's a bunt cake.
Happy
Yeah.
birthday to us. Okay, hold on, I'm letting go for half a second.
I'm on it.
I'm grabbing and retrieving the lighter. That's my chopstick.
Ladies and gentlemen, right now we are looking at a strawberry cake straight from the box. And when I was reading the back instructions, I was going to make 2 small round cakes, stack them, and then I read bunt cake, and I thought, we've got a bunt pan, and I've always thought, when am I going to use that bunt pan?
Why
I
not
could
try
use
it?
that bunt pan. So I did, and then I got cream cheese icing because I'm in charge of what I purchase. And I wanted cream cheese, and I knew my pal wanted cream cheese. So we're about to have an
Adulthood
awesome
rocks.
snack.
And if you're like, I don't want to sit through happy birthday, how about we just do the last happy birthday, dear happy birthday, dear.
I think we can just I think we should sing the theme song, to be honest.
Wow. Whoa.
Can
Okay,
I
yeah,
say
let's do
that?
that. Wow. Oh, guys, this is a tradition. This is our first time setting like a 1-year tradition.
Turn lights off, or we just go.
Guys. Here, wait.
Guys. That's better.
They're like, don't do it again, please. We don't like it when you do this.
Is it scary? Okay, I think that's fine. It gives a little bit of more of a vibe, right? Mm-hmm,
Oh, my goodness.
That's okay. She's a thickie. She got that wax. More. No, we're in it.
More than friends, less than lovers. Pals. Oh, yeah. Thanks for
Guys.
being here with us, pals.
Thanks for being a pal.
Thanks for being a pal.
Yummy, yummy, yummy.